would be if this goes all the way. The spectacle to end the tournament. So now Barneveld wants Double Top to hold on to the throw in the first leg, and Double Top he hit, and that's exactly what he did in his previous 2 matches against Lewis and Wade. He hit those crucial doubles, and you just feel that he's going to have to carry on doing that if he's going to end up winning this.
Well, it's interesting that, I mean, we talked about the Grand Slam final in Wolverhampton in November. I mean, that night, Michael van Gerwen, or that tournament, took Phil Taylor apart, hammered him earlier on in the knockout stages. The quarterfinals, it was 10-5, and he didn't just beat him, he absolutely took him apart. He did to Taylor what Taylor has done to so many over the years, and he was such a big favourite going into that final. But you know, I think what was in Barneveld's favour is that he's such a massive superstar, darting superstar, as far as Dutch darts is concerned. Everybody looks up to Raymond van Barneveld, and I honestly think in that final that Van Gerwen was in awe of Barneveld, and Barneveld used that to his advantage, and he won the match. And it'll be interesting to see if any pattern develops here in Dubai.
Well, Barney, he was not going to play in that tournament. He only turned up at the last minute. He was going to pull out, but his wife made him play. 3 years or 4 years previous to that, he was in the doldrums. He kept changing his darts. He was asking every Tom, Dick and Harry, to be quite honest, what do you think I should throw? Yeah. And taking their comments on board instead of taking the comments of perhaps people that really know, and told him to go back to his old darts and stop messing around. Well, that tournament put Raymond van Barneveld back on the road to fame and fortune. Well, that's why he's here right now.
That tournament, quite frankly, kick-started his career. Absolutely kick-started his career.
Revitalised it, there's no question about that.
Tops for Van Gerwen. Good marker, gotta go. Well, 2 missed darts. He missed quite a few in his semi-final victory over Andy Hamilton. What a chance this would be. Treble 20 would leave the ball. Well, Van Gerwen will be back. Van Gerwen had the really tough semi-final. Barney, in his win over Wade, a lot more comfortable. 1-1 it is. Barney beating Wade 11-5. Van Gerwen in a desert classic, taking out Andy Hamilton 11-9 after Hamilton had led 9-8 with a break of throw. You reckon that because of that, Van Gerwen's the favourite?
I do, yeah. I think he's, you know,
57.
Not only because he had a great game with Andy Hamilton, it went literally all the way. I just feel that on odd occasions, Barney will start to just doubt himself if the breeze starts a little bit. If darts gets caught on the breeze, which at the moment, there's no fear of that. And if there isn't any fear of that, then certainly this young man's got a massive game on his hands. But we talked about what turned Raymond van Barneveld's career around and revitalised it. You know, as Marty Mike has admitted himself, we run the youth tour, the PDC, and he played on that, and he got the winning mentality from there. And since that, he has not stopped winning.
Well, it's incredible to think that Michael van Gerwen 12 months ago was losing the PDC Unicorn Youth World Final. As Van Barneveld looks at 5-5, he was losing the Youth World Final as a warm-up act for the Premier League. And 12 months later, he returned to the O2 to win the Premier League. And now he needs the ball! Oh! Unbelievable! That's what he can do! Simply sensational! Van Gerwen is running red hot in the desert in Dubai.
Well, that certainly has set the crowd alight. Doesn't get much better from that. That's why this young man, well, I call him the Nugget now. He is box office. He does pull those shots out, but Barney is businesslike. He'll just get up there, keep playing his own game, trying to wear Michael down. Hopefully he's going to miss and then take out a couple of big shots, get himself back in the game. But we have to say, Stuart, you know, we watch these players close quarters. I watch them every week. When Van Gerwen gets on these runs, where most players get on a run of 2, 3, perhaps 4 legs of brilliance, this young man can get on a 5, 6, 7 run. And that's what Barney mustn't let him do.
139.
Well, Michael van Gerwen, this year, was runner-up in the World Championship final. Many people believe he blew a golden opportunity to win the World Championship final before Phil Taylor used all his experience to win it for a 16th time. Van Gerwen also won the Premier League a week or so ago.
I was going to say, wouldn't this be ironic if Van Barneveld took out the 170, but he's missed it. Van Gerwen comes back now to take a 3-1 lead. I can't understand this. Oh, well, I was going to say, all through the Andy Hamilton match, he preferred the double top. This time, he goes for the double 18, and you can see the reaction in Mighty Mike.
It's a sort of a biff, bash, bosh, boom, isn't it?
Yeah.
His celebrations. And he leads 3-1 after losing the opening leg.
Well, there's loads of phrases, crash, bang, wallop, and all. I mean, it really is, and that is Van Gerwen's game. He just gets up there, throws darts, does not worry about anything. Get him up at 3 o'clock in the morning. This man, Van Gerwen, will play darts for you.
$250,000 in prize money, $50,000 for the winner. Here comes Van Gerwen. Here comes Van Gerwen. The first maximum of the final here in Dubai. Ah, what a response. What a response. Oh, as only Raymond van Barneveld can. A massive, massive leg of darts this. Barney can't afford to go a double breakdown. He's hit by a Barney 180 and responds with one of his own. Brilliant. Hit 14 for ball. Double 11 will do instead. What a leg! What a leg! 304 in 6 darts from Raymond van Barneveld. This is a magnificent final. They're both averaging 102 for goodness sake. Come back for what should be a fantastic finale to the first ever Dubai Darts Masters. Van Gerwen leads only just 3-2. quarter-final. 3,000 here at the Dubai Tennis Centre for the first ever final of the Dubai Duty-Free Darts Masters, and we've been treated royally so far by the Dutch darting duo of Raymond van Barneveld and Michael van Gerwen.
Michael to throw first.
3-2 Van Gerwen with the edge. A 170 finish from him, a 180 apiece, a 120 finish from Barneveld, and then a fabulous 124 checkout from Barney just before the break, as he took out 304 in 6 darts, both averaging 102, and every bit as good as we hoped it would be. But what a success story. History-making tournament, played outdoors, another 180 for Michael van Gerwen. A success story that means we will be back next year
100
for more.
Well, let's not forget also, Stuart, I mean, not only is someone going to be crowned Dubai duty-free champion, on the other side of that, back home in Holland, there's lots of bragging rights for the #1 Dutch player, and certainly this man Barney wants to stamp its authority, just to say, look, young man, I'm still around, and the young man wants to attack the older fella and say, I'm on the run.
Well, Channel 16 would have left double 12, and he will return for tops as Barney tries to make inroads. One break of throw so far in Van Gerwen's favour. That in the third leg with that magnificent 170. Top of the shop finish. He needs the top of the shop here. Oh, now there's pressure. Oh, lovely dart. He used, you can see there how he used the second dart, gliding it, glancing it off the barrel. So advantage Van Gerwen, 4-2, first to 11 to be crowned the Dubai Darts Master.
Well, Barney would have been standing behind him when he seen the second dart miss. He was thinking, give me a chance and I'm going to get it back. And as an ex-player, you do stand there, and when it keeps being hit with the last dart, and there's Barney's wife feeling the heat more than the pressure, I feel.
Yeah, but Sylvia, Barney's wife, has played a big part in his renaissance, you know, because we talked about the Grand Slam. She wasn't due to come over to Wolverhampton last November for that tournament. If you don't know what the Grand Slam of Darts is, basically it's an invitation tournament which features players from both the PDC and the BDO, the British Darts Organisation, and previous champions include Phil Taylor and Scott Waits, who is the current BDO World Champion. But Barneveld, as Ron Harrington alluded to, was thinking of pulling out of the tournament. His wife bullied him into going, joined in at the tournament, and it just made all the difference. And she really is his biggest supporter and a driving inspiration.
159.
What about that? What about that? 159.
As I call it, chasing trebles around the dartboard and picked them off absolutely perfect. 3 major trebles, leaves him double 12 to get back to within 1 leg. And straight in the middle, like the previous leg before the break, really has set the shot up, taken it out absolutely perfect.
140.
99 Van Gerwen's average, 104 is Raymond van Barneveld's average. We're playing outdoors in the heat of the desert, still 80 degrees. As we approach 11 o'clock at night here in Dubai.
98.
Yes, it's been an incredible tournament. And as we said, it will be on again next year, along with hopefully a series of events. It moves from here to Singapore to Australia.
140.
And the players, it'll be like, perhaps like in golf, the Sunshine Tour.
139.
Well, 105 Barneveld average, 100 Van Gerwen average. It really has been that good. Barney, you know, has only missed 1 dart at double in the entire final. That was for double 5 in the third leg, but he then had to stand back and see Van Gerwen take out 170. He needs the ball, but he didn't go for it because Barney isn't on a finish. Playing the percentage game. Thought about it. He thought about it.
Yes, he did. It's like an exhibition, this as well, and Van Gerwen thought, do you know what?
60. 105,
And then
40.
the little man in his head say, hey, we're here to win a final. And if he misses it now, he'd have wished he'd gone for the bullseye, but he doesn't miss the double 10.
Not a great minute.
And he keeps that 2 legs clear. And Barney has got to break him.
I think it's one of those finals where
125.
they're playing off each other, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're both playing
that
so
happens
well.
in so many matches.
Yeah.
139.
Yeah, you find if one player goes off the ball a bit, for some reason the other player does. And certainly like in the semi-final between Van Gerwen and Hamilton, they both fed off each other's high scoring, a brilliant game. And now these two players are doing the same, they're both firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's dazzling darts in the
100.
desert, gotta say. Van Gerwen averaging 100, Barney now averaging nearly 105, and for goodness sake, he's losing. He's losing to a 170th checkout. That's the difference.
100.
That is the difference, literally, between the two players in this final. That one fabulous finish.
You're exactly right. Mark Gladden have taken that out. Barney equals it up. We'd have been sitting at 4-all instead of 5-3. It's ironic that Van Gerwen has left the 170, but will he get a shot at it? He wants double top now, Van Barneveld. Oh, and that bent the wire. Absolutely couldn't get it any closer.
Well, surely not again. Oh, surely not again. Oh, he needs the ball! Oh!
145.
That would have hurt. That would have been incredible darts from Van Gerwen. And that would have been something to really get the crowd on their feet. But Barneveld composes himself. And that is so close. And that's unlucky. Big dart here for double 10. And like Van Gerwen in the previous leg, hit the double with the last dart. Barneveld clears the double 10 and gets it back to 5 legs to 4.
This is just terrific. 103 they're both averaging, 5-4, and don't forget we're playing outside, for goodness sake. That's how good this match is.
Well,
93.
Van Gerwen, the first 9 darter when he was 17 against this man.
It's the
Van
Masters of
Barneveld.
Darts, the Masters of Darts in Holland.
Hengelo in Holland.
Yeah, I think if I remember rightly, Barneveld won it.
100.
He beat Peter Manley in the final, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I was there. And again, Van Gerwen leaves 170. Will he go for it this time? I think he will.
62.
Last time he had a chance to go for a bullseye, he opted out, but if he hit the 2 trebles, got a feeling he may go for it again. Well, that takes that out of the equation.
56.
Only 56 in the context of the final. That's a disappointing visit.
140 here puts some pressure on though. That will do, that will do, because we know how good Barney's been on just over the 100 checkout, so 114 each, treble 18.
Oh! Well, both of us at the same time, the same reaction from Michael Van Gerwen. What a match this is turning out to be. Breathtaking darts from Barneveld and Van Gerwen. A 1-1-4 finish gives Van Gerwen the edge, only just. Brilliant, brilliant darts in Dubai. Van Gerwen leads 6-4 in our final. Well, we are enjoying a quite fantastic finale to the first ever staging of the Dubai Duty Free Darts Masters. Michael van Gerwen and Raymond van Barneveld are serving up a darting treat in the desert in Dubai. Van Gerwen edging it by 6 legs to 4. Barney averaging 102, Van Gerwen averaging 101, and they both have a brilliant 50% checkout success rate. We've seen 12 darters, 13 darters, ton plus finishes, 2 from Barney, a 170 from Van Gerwen, 3 180s from Van Gerwen, first 2-11. Breathtaking, breathless darts here in Dubai.
Well, certainly the only difference, Stu, is that 170 from Van Gerwen.
100.
That's the only difference, otherwise we would be sitting at a 5-all game. But Barney now, he's going to have to consolidate this first leg. He doesn't want to give it away, because then Marty might just get a bit too confident and then move on and get into the run. That's a perfect dart for him, both of them in. Well, he'll be disappointed that all 3 weren't in, but it just edges him in the lead in this leg. Now, not a time for Barney not to hit a treble. He could do with another one.
100.
Now, Van Gerwen, you've got to look at 12 darters to break each other's throat.
131.
Well, brilliant response again from Michael van Gerwen. Russ Bray has taken over as the referee for the finale from George Noble, 2 of the very best in the business.
105.
Great response from Barneveld to leave 96, 130. The shout for Van Gerwen, needs the treble to leave the ball.
65.
Well, 65 to leave 65. Now this is, for me, the biggest moment of the match so far.
Well, in his quarter-final and semi-final, this is where Barney has been so good, taking out these shots. He's taken it out several times. He's taken it out again. The 96, he has done that so many times to keep him in this tournament. He did it against Adrian Lewis, he did it against James Wade, and now he keeps himself in the hunt with taking it out against Van Gerwen.
Well, they are both providing us with an epic final. 140 Van Gerwen, 140 Barneveld. Blow for tungsten blow. The 2 Dutchmen are going at it in the desert to win $50,000. But the prestige of being the first man to be crowned the Dubai Darts Master,
100.
to be able to come back next year as the defending champion.
Well, up until now, Stuart, not once has Barney, checked himself over perhaps a little bit of air movement around the stadium. Not once. And that keeps on, and certainly Barney will be there all the way. It was the only thing I was a little bit scared of, that in those odd legs that it happens, this man might just move in and take them easy. But certainly, at the moment,
100.
brilliant game.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that. He was looking at 140 to leave 36. Barneveld's already taken out 120, 124 and 96. Got a chance here, got the chance. Oh, he's done it again. What a dart. Fantastic 1-2-1 from Raymond van Barneveld. He has been the best finisher in this tournament so far. Well, big Barney fan. There's lots of them in the arena. Blink and you'll miss it. It's that good. The difference was a 170 finish from Van Gerwen, who then sees Barney take out 121 on the ball, and you can see what Van Gerwen thinks of that. Barneveld's finishing 120, 124, 96 and 121, and don't forget he also bent the wire of tops for a 142.
Incredible checkouts. He did it against Lewis, 2 116s, a 120, a 149. He did it against Wade earlier on in this evening. They may not have been big high finishes, but the 96s and the 97s, they are so important, and Barney at the moment is absolutely king of them.
100.
Well, important last dart from Barney, but Van Gerwen has taken the darts in this leg. Can he use it to his advantage?
57.
Well, only 57. So as he let Barney off the hook.
Barney may have 9 darts from here. Needs another one of those, and it may only be 6. Absolute brilliant. Puts the pressure on. Now Van Gerwen, he's already taken out 170. You kind of feel that he's got to take this out. Treble 18 leaves the bullseye. Oh!